Hey guys, so I'm finally back from the Dominican Republic. I'm super duper sick, so I'm sorry if I'm a little rambly, I'm a little crazy in this video. I honestly don't feel well at all, but I needed to get this video out. You guys requested to see this look in my luxury products I recommend buying. It was that silver tutorial. It's super simple, and I'm just starting off with my brows. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait to be back and regular and at my regular health and everything. Right now I just feel so sick. So I was using Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ebony, and now I'm just cleaning up my brows, and I'm using MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC20. And at this point my eyebrows needed to be done, so they needed some serious cleaning up. So I'm just using a Luxie brush, and then I'm going to be blending that out with my finger. How have you guys been? I really missed you. I really missed uploading. I can't wait. I do have a vlog from Dior, so I will be uploading that right after this. So for priming my eyelids, I'm using MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm using that same brush. This is going to cancel out any discoloration that I have on my lids, and it's going to prep our eyes for the eyeshadow. But before that, I'm going to set that with Mercier Translucent Powder. And then I'm going in with the Natasha Denona palette. This is the one with all of the green colors. And I'm using the shade Suede. And I'm using a Morphe Elite 2 brush. And then I switched over to something a little bit more precise with the same shade. This is the MAC 221 brush, one of my favorite brushes for my eye shape. And I'm using that same color, but I'm just using it to get into the sockets of my eye, and I felt like it wasn't looking that blended, so I'm using the shade Blur from the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack. This just helps you blend your eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with the shade Arizona, and I do really like this shade. Out of all of the matte ones, I think this one is my favorite from the palette, and I'm using a Sigma E36 brush. I do now have a coupon code for Sigma, which is really exciting. It's Rosita. This is one of my must-have brushes from Sigma. This will really get into that eye socket. If you have hooded eyes, if you have a problem defining your eyes, if you just need something really precise, get on this one. It's like one of my favorites. Then I'm going to apply a glitter shadow insurance. This one's from Too Faced, because these shadows have a lot of fallout. So I'm going in with the star of the show. This one is the Natasha Denona eyeshadow in aluminum, and I'm using patting motions. Now I did cut out the clips where I'm dipping back into the palette, but I did have to dip into the palette like 6 times per eye to build up that silver intensity. I do love the shade. It does have a lot of fallout, and it tends to move around, which I hate. As the day goes on, these shadows just don't stay put, and it really bothers me. No matter what shadow insurance, no matter what primer I use, it always moves around. Now I'm using the Ardency in Punker Eyeliner. I really like this one. It's just like a good black eyeliner. The only thing is it isn't super duper matte. It's just like a demi matte, kind of almost like satin finish, but I really like the pen on it. It makes it very foolproof. And I'm now an Ardency in affiliate as well, so I got you guys a coupon code for Ardency in. I had a huge Ardency in like haul on my Snapchat, and I was showing you guys these beautiful shadows that they're just so amazing. So the coupon code is Rosita, and I really recommend their punker eyeshadows. Not the punker, the what are they? The shadows and the punker eyeliner, both liquid and pencil. Now I'm using the Lancome La Base primer. Honestly, this one is good. It doesn't really do much for my pores, but it's nice. And now I'm using Iconics by House of Lashes, and I cut these pretty short, so they're not the full length. They're almost like half of the length, just because I wanted the drama to be on the outer edges of my eye. These are one of my all-time favorite lashes. They're just so nice, and they're perfect for anyone with like round or almond shaped eyes, in my opinion. Now I'm using La Mer foundation, the treatment foundation. As you can see, it's pretty sheer. It gives you a really healthy look, but I didn't like how sheer it was. And this is in the shade Porcelain. This is a good like natural day foundation. But for me, you know, I like to cake on, so I'm adding like 2 or 3 layers of this. And yes, it gives me a radiance, but once you set it, the radiance is kind of gone. Now I'm using the Clé de Peau concealer, and I'm using mine in, I believe it's called Almond. Pretty sure it's Almond. It doesn't even say it on here. Oh yes, yes it does. It's an Almond. Okay. And I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. I've come to the conclusion that I do like the concealer. I just don't like baking with it. So I know in the video that I was talking about products that I don't like, high-end products I don't like, I mentioned the Clé de Peau concealer. But if you set it really lightly, and if you use the right eye cream, it is really nice. So I just set my under eye, and now I'm setting the rest of my face with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact in shades 2 and 4 mixed together. And under my eyes, I use the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder to bake. And here I was saying how I just didn't like how it was looking. So I'm wiping away the bake with a Bake Fluffy Morphe brush. And yeah, you see, I was just not feeling it. Now I'm using the Chanel Cream Bronzer. I was kind of like testing out the products that I mentioned in the products I don't like, the high-end products I don't like in this video. So I used the products the day before just to get like a last feel for them. But as you can see, this stuff kind of just blends into almost nothing. It's good for like natural bronze days, but if you're any tanner than me, this probably won't show up on you. You can use it as a base for your foundation, but honestly, that's just really excessive. And yeah, now I'm using the Tom Ford bronzer, and I'm just bronzing up, and I like it, but I also came to the conclusion that I love the formula. I just don't like this color, Gold Dust and Bronze Age, and I'm just not crazy about those. So I want to go and get Terra because it's a all matte bronzer, and I think that's what I'm looking for because the formula is great. I just need an all matte bronzer. Now I'm just touching up the eyeshadow because, like I said, it moves around a lot. So I just needed to repack that on. Now I'm filling in my brows with some powder. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Pro Palette. I know a lot of people can't find the Pro Palette anymore. I found it online somewhere. I think it was Friends Beauty. So yeah, if you're having trouble finding it, that's where it's at. And I'm using probably shades medium brown or dark brown. I kind of mix a ton of shades. Now I'm using the Tom Ford Frantic Pink Blush. This stuff lasts all day. I'm not crazy about this color. Like, it's a cute color. It's a cutesy one. But I'm not crazy about the super pink look on me. I don't know. It's just a weird pink. Then the Marc Jacobs Tantric Bronzer. I'm so sad that I broke mine. It fell and the mirror shattered everywhere. I'm super duper upset about that. Now I'm using the Tarte Tarteist eyeliner. Now in this video, my eyes were really watery, and I think it's because of this eyeliner. Now, this is the other side of the eyeliner. It's a liquid. It's like a marker, and I love it. But the pencil side, for some reason, made my eyes super duper watery. So it's a dual-ended, double-ended eyeliner. It has a liquid and a pencil. Love the liquid, not sure about the pencil. Now I'm using the Kat Von D concealer brush to smoke out my lower lash line. I saw Glam Life guru Tarte do this, but on me, it just made the shadow too large underneath my eye, if that makes sense. I definitely prefer the Kat Von D Shade Light eye brush for underneath my eyes. Now I'm using MAC Extended Play Giga Black. This is like holy grail of holy grail mascaras. Honestly, nothing beats this on my lower lashes because it never transfers. Now to highlight, I'm using Tom Ford. Okay, I don't know if it's Moondust or Moonlight, but I'm pretty sure it's Moondust. I don't know where it is right now because some things I haven't unpacked yet. But yeah, I love this stuff. It's so awesome. And then I was testing out the Dior highlights, the Blooming Gardens, and I don't know, they just give me a lot of texture. I'm still going to keep them because I like how they look. Like, they give me a nice intense highlight, but I'm just not crazy about the texture that it gives me. Now I'm using Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder underneath my eyes. This is just going to brighten underneath there. And then this is one of my new favorite brushes from MAC. Okay, I just lost it. I just had it. I will leave it down below, but I believe it's a 236. It is so good. Like, I don't know what I was doing without this brush. It's awesome. Oh, wait, it's right here. I knew I had it. 228. MAC 228. Get on this one. It really packs on color. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Now I'm using Lancome Grandiose Mascara. And for lipstick, I'm using Tom Ford Blush Nude Lipstick. Super expensive, but highly worth it. I love it. And then to line my lips, I first applied my lipstick and then applied my lip liner. Sometimes I do it this way. If I'm like feeling lazy or I'm in a rush, I'll just line gently over the lipstick, and I'm using MAC Whirl. Then for lip gloss, I'm using the Chanel lip gloss, and I love it. It's the perfect nude color. It has some shimmer, but it's not visible. It's not sticky. It lasts a really long time, and I love that. Now I'm just fixing my brows just a little bit more, and I'm using a little bit of dip brow. And my brows in this video, I'm not crazy about them. They're a little thinner than I prefer, but that's the beauty of doing your eyebrows. You can do them different every single time. Now I'm cleaning them up a little bit more, and I'm applying some Gimme Brow from Benefit. This is in the shade number 3. This is just going to lighten them up, give them a little bit more of a brown tint to them. I'm letting down my hair so that it can start air drying. And then I'm going to use this Dose of Colors pencil brush. I freaking love this brush. It's so good. I love Dose of Colors brushes. And I'm just applying that same Arizona shade underneath my eye. And then here I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, the yellow banana shade, to clean up my contour and to clean up underneath my eyes, give me a little bit more of a yellow tint. And that pretty much completes the look. Hope you guys found it helpful. It was super simple. You can obviously substitute any of the shadows for your own. I will have everything listed down below in the description bar. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.